All right.
Hi, my name is Newman. I'm joined here with Lawrence, and we are talking about proposals here in the breakout room on June 29th of the general meeting of the C4C Project Catalyst. Okay. And I was just, let's start with this one that I'm doing, the developer onboarding through events. And I'm gonna I might read off the problem and the solution. So here's our problem. Rich in ideas, skill, and talent, Cardano developers struggle to connect to stakeholders and issues that matter to them, to Project Catalyst, and to the planet. Our solution to this problem is to organize and host monthly events related to impact themes to onboard newcomers, inspire Cardano developers, and build stronger community engagement. So in our detailed plan for that basically, Lawrence, is that we've got this team of people doing events, like doing these recordings, hosting on YouTube and doing all the stuff. And we're like, man, we really can offer this to other communities. And the community that we want to focus on are the developers, mostly through Gimbal Labs. Gimbal Labs is our sort of main developer partner. And we think in terms of this three-tiered, a 3-event series. The first event is a sort of an onboarding, reach out, calling out, a big shout to like bring in new developers and people focused on impact. And then the next one is a connection one to get them together to build something. And we kind of have in mind maybe a mini hackathon that might be a little too ambitious, or some topic or that comes from the challenge brief, like templates and frameworks, or some other the tokenomics and DeFi. So wouldn't it be great if we had a small 2 to 3 hour meeting about and sort of get developers together to talk about tokenomics and things. And then the last one is a showcase. And we generally do that at the last bit of the right before voting. And so the idea is to make and get the developers to collaborate and then make proposals. It's not really in the challenge brief that way, but everything we do in Catalyst is to try to get proposals, quality proposals that really do move the needle and make an impact. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, so I guess my comments is, this is really on the middle piece there, where I like the idea of the hackathon. Again, mini hackathon, I think that's the key here. It's not to make it daunting. Again, it could be just like simple prototypes, proof of concept, hackathons, like just very basic stuff. Because as you kind of mentioned, since it's an introduction, you don't want to have it to be too intimidating. It's obviously from a funding perspective, it's going to be small, and you just want to keep it kind of lower key, but and drive the engagement that, okay, new developers can get on there, maybe mentoring pairs too. Again, having some experienced people like you and myself, like I can be there too. I think that would be great to have that pairing, and that would help draw in those developers to be more comfortable being involved and have that mini hackathon or the small little prototypes or some proof of concepts that could do in a small period. And I agree. I think that's a lot of value. And then if you're going to showcase it, then that's perfect, right?
Exactly. The idea of the showcase, and I think we talked about this, is that the idea of an artifact or a thing that is created, and that I love the idea of the catalyst. It's just a little, or the pearl, the little bit of thing that creates some irritation. It's like a deadline. It's a thing that you commit to, and you have your own responsibility, and then it creates this beautiful pearl over time. So that I feel, really could be, I don't know. I think that's it could be a good thing. It could be a real benefit and a community sort of thing. We've got the team that does events, and we really want to sort of now take them on the road and just offer that expertise and skill to the next community. Let's talk about, you know what? Oh, Are we ready to, or do you,
Well, I have one more question. I just so I haven't asked you about this. So the challenge setting here. So where is that? Because I know they've done some changes with this categorization for Fund 10. So I'm just
so
yeah.
yes. So right now it's just the developer ecosystem challenge. It's 1 million in ADA, and it answers this question: how can we create a positive developer experience that helps the developer focus on building successful apps? That's the essential question. And the potential directions are like knowledge base and documentation, hackathons, DeFi and tokenization, and support structures. It's a community. We vote on the challenges in the previous funds. So in Fund 8, we voted on these, and this came in. You can see all of the different challenges if like on idea scale, and I think there's like 10,
Do you want
12 of them.
Okay, yeah, just so we're on the same page here, because there's this.
Here, I'll share my screen here.
Yeah, just you can. I just want to just because.
Let's see. This one. Can you see that? Is it blotchy?
I saw something in that disappeared. All I see is the Cardano4Climate.
Oh, is it? Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Okay. Which new share, pause share? Is this? Aha, we're in the, okay, well, here, I'll just pop it over here.
All I'm seeing, yeah, I'm not seeing your, sorry, all I'm seeing is the Cardano4. I think I'm not seeing, you're not sharing that with your.
I'm not sharing the right thing. As I talk about how expert we are in events and stuff. Here we go. Try that. How about that?
There we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exactly. So the only thing that so there is this here, F9 developer ecosystem.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to put in a proposal for this one. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure if this was going to be a challenge setting or actually it's a proposal in the developer ecosystem. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
And so, and we'll ask for, less than, what would that be? We're not asking for a lot, and we're hoping that it sort of is liked, that people know and sort of trust the Cardano4Climate crew, and that we can sort of continue to do these things that we've been offering to the community.
Okay.
And I think it's a great way to onboard like just Catalyst community members, impact focus folks, and now developers, which is really how, like, I just think those are foundational pieces to everything that's going on now. If you're in Cardano, it is the green blockchain, it is the proof of stake, it is the sort of research based and sort of matures kind of, I've heard, part. So yeah.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Just so
yeah,
obviously the viewers are 100% clear. That is the category. Good stuff. Okay.
Nice. Now I want to try to do, let's see. I'm going to bring up that video of yours because I want to see if we can get it into the thing again. And if we put it here, can you see it now?
I can, yeah.
Okay, let's no, there's no blotchy things. It's all full screen.
Yep. No, nothing covered.
Okay, here we go. Is it zoomed in? It feels like it's zoomed in.
I don't know if that's just the start. Okay. It does look a bit zoomed in, yes.
It's not I don't have my browser zoomed in, but
do you have, are you doing full screen?
No, well, I'm in
yeah, you can see your tabs. So
right. Yeah, I can go. Let's see. I'm in. Oh, wait a minute. Let me hit escape. Okay. So that's getting worse. But what if I do?
That could work too. At least you can see everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. Okay. Let's do format, a slide, a line. I want to do a slide. No, I want to do slideshow.
I'll show you it's there.
So this would be, how does that see? It also cuts it off. So I don't know about this stuff. Let's play it and then let's talk about it.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
I can't hear it.
Wait a minute. Pause share, stop share. We're gonna try this again. And
you're going to be an expert at the end of this.
Exactly. We're learning in public. And if I do, I got to do share sound and optimize for video. See, that is the type of thing that I'm very happy to get to do this again. Okay. So this, and now if we click here and we go back. Okay, I feel good about this one. Here we go.
Okay. So I see one.
The open source Cardano lottery, fundraising for green and social good projects.
Get rid of that piece there.
The problem: Cardano green and social good projects need alternative fundraising options, and the Cardano ecosystem needs more high-quality open source projects.
Beautiful.
The solution: continue to build out the open source Cardano lottery for fundraising of green and social good Cardano projects. The lottery uses a novel approach by making it entirely decentralized. This trustless model does not require trusting the lotto admin to run and operate.
Beautiful. Great reason.
All code is open source.
That's awesome.
How it works: there are three main actors in the lottery: the player, the sponsor, and the lotto admin. The player buys a lotto ticket in ADA.
Okay.
And if their ticket is the winning ticket, they receive 50% of the jackpot rewards. The sponsor receives the remaining 50% of the jackpot rewards and also gets a percentage of the ticket sales. The lotto admin receives staking rewards to help pay for expenses. Thank you for watching this video, and please consider voting for my proposal. Thank you.
I freaking love it, man. That's awesome.
Thanks. Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Like that. I mean, and it's Melanie's sort of idea. It's a pretty intuitive idea. It's just like, man, we're not going to read all these. It's just, they've got 13 pages of stuff and it's 1 minute long.
Yes.
Holy crap.
So I had to chunk it down. And again, there's other stuff, but that's just pair out the stuff that's really the key messages, right?
Yeah.
So
I like, the graphic was like, so many times the graphics are like, you kind of get in the way, but the graphics is very clear. Like, those are the stakeholders. This is the flow of things. I like that you highlighted the things that I care about, like open source, green projects, could be anything. And fundraising, fundraising is a big deal. Like, we're in the crypto winter, like we can't just rely on the boat.
Well, and you see in Catalyst, like it's not going to be the be all and end all for these projects, right? Like, there's so much competition. So you need alternative options. And I think the community as a whole would be behind supporting certain initiatives. And if there's a fun way to do it.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really cool way to do it. It's like, look, I want to donate $20, 20, 40 ADA. Instead of just donating it, you can do this kind of fun thing where it sort of mixes around. That's just, I think that's cool. Oh, and the staking rewards. Now that's wicked cool. So say like, I want to donate $100 and then I just donate to them. And then I know that they're going to stake it for 6 months or something, so that we put a ton of money, we get, 100 people to put in $100, 100,000, like you get a nice sort of chunk, and then the staking rewards are actually real,
So just so you have a bit of history. So as I've changed this around a bit, so like my original proposal, which was the climate change lottery, which was a similar concept. I was thinking to have the staking rewards go to the sponsor, the beneficiary, right? And so, and again, it could go either way. The challenge I have is that there's going to be cost to run the lottery, right? So like there may be this licensing cost, there's going to be marketing costs. So legal
protections, okay, we're going to have people, where does it need to be incorporated? Exactly.
So the question is, well, how do you pay for that? So either you do it through the staking. I like that because it really separates it, segregates it. So meaning you can, just as the lottery grows, it makes sense. Like the lotto admin is incentivized to grow the lottery, which is good because it's going to get more people and all that stuff. But he's going to have costs for that. But then the idea is then, so the sponsor, or like whoever the project is, right, that we're sponsoring, right?
Yeah.
So they would get 50% of the jackpot, which is great. But then they also can get portions of the sales of the ticket, right? So they're always getting some cut, which is helpful as well. So it's not just waiting for a jackpot to occur. So the sponsor could have either gotten staking rewards or they get a portion of the ticket sales. And so my latest iteration is I'm splitting it that the lotto min gets the staking rewards to help pay for the lottery, and then the sponsor would get a portion of the ticket sales. But it could be switched around. So I don't whatever people think is the best, but I think that's
now. So you say that it's ongoing. How far in the project are you right now?
So right now, so I have the first kind of release done. So the 0.1. So that was, so basically it's on the test net and it works, which is great. So, but not what you see there. It's my first version.
Yeah.
And so that's live and that's working. So that's really cool. So that's what I worked on since it started in December, and so I got that going. So that was great because I wasn't really even sure whether this was going to work or not.
Yeah.
So I'm much more confident that this is actually, it works. I've tested it. I've got a YouTube video. It shows it working. So it is working, but I do need these next key features. And like, so the one big one is the wallet integration piece, right? So I don't have wallet integration right now. It's all use Cardano CLI, and it's all very technical. But it was more just to see if the whole thing can work as designed it. So the next stage would get it to a level where you could actually, you could broadcast it. People would use their wallets and they would pay for it. So,
there'd be a DApp with a URL people could go to.
Exactly. So that would be that next stage. So that's why I would get to the MVP stage. And then further on, I've got other stuff like a mobile app and all this other things, that a governance feature, like that would be a really key feature, is having, governance around the parameters of the lottery and stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff that could happen. That's why I think it will be a telltale sign of how I do. If I get proposed funded in this one, then that gives me confidence that there's interest in the community and I want to vote for it, and I'll try something more. Yeah.
Problem statement: Cardano Green and social good projects need alternative fundraising options. The Cardano ecosystem needs more high quality open source projects. Yeah. Open source draws people in. This is really great. This is really, now I'm looking for, how much are you asking for?
So it's 29,000 is to build these pieces here. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to do.
Current completed items, positive impact. And then do you have the milestones? Oh, here it is right here.
Yeah. So that's the funding. So those are the things I need to do to get it to an MVP level, right? So you got to have that browser wallet integration.
Yep. Updates.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Reward staking locked into the lottery contract. Yep. Automated property-based tasting. So this could be a really robust, open source project.
Yeah, and again, I put the documentation videos. So what I found, not surprisingly, is when I started this out, it was really hard to do because there wasn't any good open source projects that actually showed you how to do a reasonably complex DApp.
Right.
There still isn't that many. So that was what made this really hard to do. But since I've released this, most of the developers that go there think it's great. It's helping lots of people. So that's why I've kind of dovetailed the impact into, like, people are actually using the repository. People, developers are going to it. They're cloning it. Like, there's real value already. And even it's not, the product itself isn't live, but just the process of going through and making it open source. There's value in that. It's actually an open source project. That's kind of a real project. So.
So at the moment you've got some, I'm just thinking about your team. So at the moment it's just you listed as a team member, but you've got like a group of people that are coming into the GitHub or the.
Well, right now it is just me. It is just me. So I'm the guy that's built it and found it and developed it right now. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I get funded and it looks like it can have some legs, then I would be bringing on more people to get to the next stage, right? But for this proposal, I'm capable of doing the whole thing. So I'll do that. I've timed it out. It's about 6 weeks of development. So I would just go ahead and do that. So yeah, so that's the plan right now.
Cool.
And if it gets, more attention and it gets a proposal, like to get to a different level of actually going, like a go-to-market strategy would require additional people, right? It would need social marketing manager person to promote it. I'm not that kind of guy.
Right.
Other people that you would then build a team around.
Yeah. I wonder if, that might be some feedback. I wonder if putting that in, it's like, if funded, then these roles might be added, or
they would be added for the next, I don't need them for this
for this funded, for
exactly.
this iteration.
This is like one-all, I just need to do what, so it's just for basically my development costs to get it to the next stage.
And that what's the time frame?
So 6 weeks of development. So it starts in September. It will be launched in November.
November 3rd. Beautiful. Excellent. The timeline. Yeah. September 3rd, September 9th, through development, testing, documentation, release. Yeah. Now, is your experience, and we'll finish up the recording, but I do want to ask some general things about your experience. I imagine it's in here, but how many projects like this have you brought through? Have you worked in?
Well, so my experience is, I've been involved in IT and my application development for 20 years in corporate space, right? So I've delivered many projects, multi-million-dollar projects for years.
Wow.
So I've kind of shifted away from that. So I was more, managing those type of projects. But I've always been a developer. I've always been more of a hobby developer. So I've always done that on the side for decades now. And I'm a huge Linux fan and an open source fan. So that's what I've always done on the side. So I'm at the stage where I don't need to do that anymore. I'll call it the full-time job. So I'm moving more into this, which is more, interest-based. And so hoping to do more active development on blockchain technology. And Cardano is the one I picked. I said, let's look at this one.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. So I'm still relatively new, but it's coming along. And again, I do have a computer science degree, but that's many years ago.
Sure.
So I've been, so I'm picking things up relatively quickly, but it's still it's a tough environment to learn. So, and I think most people would tell you the same thing. It's not easy. So, but anyway, that's what I'm here to do, to build this. This is something that I thought was kind of a cool concept. I didn't see anyone else doing it.
Yeah.
And it definitely is a need. There's fundraising for these projects. You talk to people, they need funding, right?
Yeah. Money and the tokenomics. But let's, in the interest of time and our gracious YouTube viewers, if you have questions for me or Lawrence, please leave a comment. You can also join our meetings here at C4C, Cardano4Climate. And we look forward to hearing from you. Subscribe, do the thing. Lawrence, I really, really appreciate this conversation. I'll let you have the last word. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on here. And again, thanks again to Melanie Pryor for doing the shout out. That's great. And hopefully people like what I'm doing and they vote for the proposal for Fund 9. Okay. All right. Bye. Cheers. Okay, bye.